Guys, you won't believe what we're driving and where we're driving it to. But first, oh yeah, gotta take the top down because I am in the coolest rig here. The brand new Ford Bronco. Thank you, Andre. Welcome. First edition Sasquatch. And we are driving through a tunnel of gold in what is, well, affectionately an orange Bronco, but it's really yellow.
Alright guys, so I told them what I was driving.
By far the coolest car here, because this, of course, is the hottest, the coolest, the most capable, the most buzzworthy new vehicle on the market.
Meanwhile, I am driving a brand new Can-Am Maverick, 195 horsepower, a dedicated off-roader.
And guys, that's very, very cute. You know, some sort of an SUV, some sort of a side-by-side that doesn't go on the street. I am driving a super truck, the Ram TRX, 702 supercharged horsepower, Bilstein shocks, and macho.
So I brought this Bronco because it raises the bar when you're off-roading. Especially because not only is it twin turbocharged, and when you're going up to whatever it is, 13,000 feet above sea level, you want turbo power, but because of the Sasquatch package, you're rolling on 35s from the factory. And then there's all this great off-road tech that I have. I've got sway bar disconnect, I've got a locking front, locking rear, locking center diff, and this cool feature where if I'm going around a sharp turn, I can lock up one of the rear wheels and it just pivots on a dime. Plus, look, it's a convertible, it has incredible cameras, it has GOAT mode, goes over any terrain, and it looks badass. I mean, in my book, that is by far the winning combination of all three of these. Plus, you know, it's kind of the one that's, you know, right in the middle. It's not as big as a truck, but it's not as small as the side-by-sides. It's, as Goldilocks would say, the one that fits me the best. Or, I think she said, this one's just right. Right, it's the one that's just right.
This Maverick not only has 200 horsepower, it's also got about 20 inches of suspension travel, and it has active shocks, so it can adjust the damping on the fly. This is a purpose-built off-roader, and that's why I chose it. It's fully caged, it's not designed to go get groceries or drop off the kids at school or tow a trailer. It's designed for off-roading, and that's what we're doing today, so this is the vehicle to be in.
Guys, actually I'm very excited about this comparison because we have a super side-by-side, a super SUV, and a super truck. Why is my TRX a super truck? Well, because it combines do everything into one vehicle. It's a truck that can tow up to about 8,200 pounds or 8,100 pounds. It can haul about 1,300 pounds of payload. It has 35s. It has highly sophisticated Bilstein adjustable live suspension, which means it can adjust to different situations. It has a very powerful engine. It has four-wheel drive, of course, but low range. So it combines all of that. So it has high-speed off-roading, low-speed off-roading, all of that, all in one.
Gentlemen, I'm a little worried. I think we got snow in them there hills.
It definitely looks like snow, and it's going to take you guys a while to get up there, but I reckon I can do it 2 or 3 times as fast, so maybe I scout it out.
I'm in a TRX. I can catch up with you.
So you think.
All right, you be the scout, and me and Andre will bring up the rear. Just remember, don't get stuck because, well, we don't have a winch.
Yeah, I don't think I'll get stuck. I haven't come out of 2-wheel drive yet.
And we happen to be right here on Argentine Pass in Colorado. And thankfully I know where to go because I downloaded my offline maps with Onyx Off-Road. And I can tell it's up here. And you can use the link below to check them out, Onyx Off-Road Maps.
What's the discount code, Andre?
Oh yeah, TFL is our discount code. You can get 20% off your annual membership.
right, boys, we got a bit of an obstacle here. Let's see how we do. We'll see which of these, in fact, is the most off-roady, because this is going to be tricky for the TRX, Andre.
Well, I'm ready for the challenge. Let's do it.
Right now I have my suspension in comfort mode. I've got my front differential set to trail, and I'm going into four-wheel drive, but I don't need super aggressive settings to get up this obstacle because this Can-Am is just that capable. I touched a little bit of skid plate there, but the Can-Am never had any trouble with traction. It was never going to stop on that obstacle. That was too easy.
I am disconnecting my sway bar, and I'm going to lock everything up here. I'm going to go into rock crawl mode. Got a bit of a rock here that I don't want to scrape. If I go around it, I should be okay. Oh yeah, no problem. Bronco is working it like a monster that it is. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was not hard at all. I couldn't go directly over it like Case did, but nevertheless. All right, Case, you made that look easy. It was a little tougher on me, but you know what? I'm gonna go spot Andre. He's gonna have a harder time with this. Give me a second here, I'm gonna go spot him.
So, I just put my truck into rock crawl mode. I'm in 4 low. I'm gonna lock my rear locker.
All right, go driver. There you go, perfect. Nice and easy. You're gonna go over a rock now. Okay, now straighten her out. Straight out, knee. Straight. Move a little bit more faster. There you go. I'm gonna put your wheel on this big rock. Okay. All right, now go a little bit more driver. That's it, driver. Hard driver. Why go over it when you can go around it? Back wheel's gonna go over it, but that's okay. Yep, you got it. Keep coming. Straighten her out. There you go. Keep coming straight. Nice, now the back wheel's gonna go over that rock.
Getting a little tippy.
Straight up and over.
I'm getting a little tippy. I'm getting going. Thank you, Roman. That was very kind of you.
What you are looking at is the very creatively named Can-Am Maverick X3 XRS Max Turbo RR Smart Shocks. And what all of those words and letters and numbers and everything mean is that I've got the most suspension travel, around about 20 inches. I've got the most power to weight, 195 horsepower in this little thing. It's fast, it's fun, and look at it. Is this not the coolest side-by-side you've ever seen?
Hey, Case, guess what I'm driving?
What?
The Bronco. Bronco.
Sounds good.
And this Bronco has 35-inch tires and about as much off-road tech as Ford could stuff into their most off-road worthy vehicle. What size are those little things that you're rolling on, Case?
Sure, these are 30-inch tires, but these are off-road specific. These are not made to go down the highway. These are made to chuck rocks around and have traction when you're off-roading, and that's what we're doing.
Roman, what's your little SUV called again?
Bronco.
I have 3 letters for you. C, R, and X, and that's very simple. That means I have the most baddest truck on 35s with a rear locker.
TRANDX.
No,
That's what you said.
no, TRX. TRX!
All right, now the question is, can we get to the top with all that snow? I think we use the prodigious amount of skill and ability that the side-by-side has. Case, are you willing to scout it?
I am all for that. This side-by-side has been tugging at the leash.
All right, dude. We'll meet you maybe on top or maybe when you're on your way down. Go for it.
Sounds good. I'll see you guys there.
Andre, that guy scoots.
Well, right about now I'm a little bit jealous, but Roman, come on, this TRX is also tugging at the leash.
You know, the TRX is extremely capable, but it's also extremely big and wide.
Yeah, and when we drove by some of the guys who were coming down, they said it's gonna get narrower and narrower.
What a phenomenal machine! I cannot believe how much fun that is.
What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is one of them there Goldilocks situation. You know, too small, just right, and too big. And I got a feeling that even though I love this Bronco with my heart, the TRX is just gonna be too big, and eventually even this Bronco might be too big.
Okay, let me fold my mirrors. Try to go through here. Okay, I just barely fit. Nice. I'm feeling for low, but I do have 8 gears. So I have a range of speed. It's not just for crawling. I can go about 10 miles per hour, 20, if the terrain allows, maybe a little bit faster too.
Well, right now we are at the very beautiful top of our trail and I am alone. I hauled up here and those guys just could not keep up. I've got some time to kill. I'd say a lot of it before either they get up here or I give up on them getting all the way up here. So to kill some time, let's do a little bit of mountaintop yoga. Doesn't that sound nice? I don't know what this one is called, but it's fun. It's good.
Both of these, this Bronco and Andre in the truck behind me, are in very wide vehicles and in new and very wide vehicles. And at some point, width equals, well, you know how it is. Trying to get a big cork in a small bottle. You can do it, but the cork pays the price.
I was frugal when we bought the TRX and I decided not to get one.
Wait, the most expensive vehicle here, doesn't it have a front-facing camera?
That is correct.
So Case, did you make it to the top?
I make it to the top a little bit of I split my time up here, so wondering if you guys can get through. Yeah, we're not there yet. Did you see any places that were like really hard where the TRX is going to have issues? There's a sharp corner not too far from the top that's got some pretty large steps that it might have trouble getting up.
All right, let's do this.
We're heading up, so why don't you come down and why don't you wait by that corner and we'll see what the scoop is, okay? Sounds good. I'll meet you guys down there.
All right, we're crawling up, man. Yeah, so here's the corner that it gets a little tricky, but you know, I think the TRX is not the king of the super trucks without being able to go over, you know, some pointy rocks. Pointy rocks. This what you're talking about, Case?
Yeah.
All right, Andre, I'm gonna use my wheel dragger mode. I'm gonna try that.
Oh man, that's not fair, dude. That's the one mode I don't have.
All right, guys. So here are my buttons. This disconnects the sway bar. This locks the front, and this helps me drag. Oh, it disconnects the rear sway bar. So let's just keep the. Actually, yeah, let's do that. So we drag the wheel, we make the corner, and of course, this is my camera. That's what I'm looking at. So it's all really good. So I'll give you a POV perspective, which is probably more interesting than looking at me. So let's go up this. Okay, we are good. It tells me my rear is locked. Gives me the degrees I'm at, 4% right now, and here we go. So I'm not going to drag the wheel yet. I'm going straight, but when I start making that turn, we'll drag the wheel to make it a little bit easier to go around that corner. And I got to tell you, I'm really impressed by the capability of this Bronco. It's just so good. So here we go. Tight turn, wheel should be dragging. Look at that. I am almost turning on a dime. How cool
Yeah,
is
nice.
how cool is that? And then up and over these rocks, and this Bronco is just gonna make this look like cake. Yeah. I gotta say, I love that. Oh my God, was that easy?
Well, there's maybe enough space. I see what happens here.
Back up. You're going to want to try and see if you can let it off.
Okay, so I can make a 3-point turn, and that's alright. Come on, TRX! Climb! Climb, baby, climb! Yes! It did it! Ha 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 ha!
Slow, but smooth like butter.
Yes, the traction was there.
All right, gentlemen, let's head on out, huh?
Bomb. Look at that. That is packed in tight.
It's gorgeous.
All right, boys, I have an important question now that we made it to the top of the world. 13,000 feet almost.
Yes?
All right, if you could, would you trade your truck for mine or Case's vehicles?
I might trade it for the Maverick because I just love speed.
How about you, Case?
Yeah, the Maverick was the most fun up here. It's so fast, so capable, and when you get into that turbo, whoo!
All right, I would not trade mine. I think the Bronco is perfect, dude.
Okay.
And Andre, if you traded it, how would you get it home? Because the TRX has to pull it.
Well, yes, because the Bronco can't pull it. The TRX is the way to go. I was just a little bit, too wide for this trail.
All right, I'm gonna go with most fun, most off-road rock crawly, most all-around utilitarian.
Yes.
And if you got, enough money for either of these three vehicles, you won't go wrong. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair.
Okay, and see you next time on TFL Off-Road, and thanks to our friends at Onyx. Ciao. easy now. Nice. At me, come at me. Come at me. Slow, slow, very slow. Very gingerly. Nice. Good job, you got it. Please don't scratch me. Okay, this is very, very tight. Okay, I think I just barely made it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.